Okay, so for this week's episode, we've got, another stream here. Unfortunately, there were 3 streams that apparently didn't get downloaded in between what you last saw at the end of the last week's episode and the one that I'm putting out for you this week. So to essentially summarize it all, we beat Berg and Castilia, we beat the Nimbasa, Driftvale, and Mistralton gyms, as well as getting through Chargestone Cave. Nothing like major happened in those. Like, from what I remember, there weren't like really big moments. I remember the gym fights being, like the Berg one was a piece of cake because he's a bunch of bug types. I remember the Driftvale gym being a pretty good battle, so I'm kind of bummed that that one doesn't get to make it in. But we did end up winning that one, I think, without any major deaths, because as you'll see, our team isn't like severely hampered going into this episode. And then the Mistralton gym, I think, was also pretty easy because, as you'll see at the beginning of this episode, we had an electric type, so that made it a lot easier for us. We did have, I say there weren't any major deaths, we did have one that, while it wasn't like a major death in terms of like our run is screwed because of it, it was made much bigger than it was originally intended to be, because we finally got our Archeops that Nick was looking forward to. If you remember from the last episode, he was really looking forward to it, and then we got it, and then it happened to die to a Dwebble using Rock Slide, and unfortunately we couldn't find the clip of it. I don't think we ever actually took a clip of it when we were streaming, because I really wanted to put that one in, but that's the idea of RIP Black Ops, because we named it Black Ops. That idea kind of follows us throughout the whole playthrough, and still follows me to this day thanks to Geo. So yeah, that's what happened as far as big deaths go. Other than that, I mean, we like caught a few other Pokemon. The only one that really mattered, as you'll see at the beginning here, was our Krokorok, and then our electric type. And then other than that, all the other Pokemon were just kind of in our box, that they didn't really have much of an impact up to this point. So yeah, that pretty much summarizes everything kind of big, I guess, that you missed from those episodes. I really wish we had that footage, but thankfully, from what I understand from all the footage that I have, we have basically everything after the Mistralton gym all the way through the rest of our playthrough, except for like one thing at the very, very end of our playthrough, but it didn't have to do with like the storyline. So that's that. I'm gonna wrap up the summary there, so that way we can get into the video. I do have 3 clips. I dug up 3 clips from the Breaking the Clutch Twitch page, so that's the only footage, unfortunately, that I have, and it's really not in like a ton of context, but I figured I'd throw in a couple of clips just to show you that it did happen. Those streams did happen. So enjoy the 3 clips, and then enjoy the rest of the episode.
It's like you and Mike. Like, you don't like Mike.
Right. Mike's like the epitome of just I can't even
dead weight.
Really form the word dead weight. That's too nice. I feel
dead
that,
and obnoxious, like obnoxiously dead weight.
Like, he's like, if you took fecal matter.
Oh my god! Watch it be a shiny, and we can't catch it.
No, that's just some Aldino bitch.
PTC abuse on Mighty, colorized 2018. That's a good one, Mighty. Your first.
I didn't have an Oranberry? What? I was relying on that Oranberry.
Destination moved.
Don't lose half your
Thank
health.
you for the host.
I think did 36.
Little dweeble ain't playing around.
Dweeble is no dweeb.
Mike wants you to show him his chubs.
Alright,
Mike,
hold
we killed him.
Yeah, we killed Chubbs in a matter of 15 minutes that you were gone. Here's your boy.
Now I got my Riolu transferred from Soul Silver. Oh, wow, that seems like a lot of work.
It's not.
I think we're ready to kick it off.
Okay. Well, we are back
He
with
says
the Nuzlocks.
emphatically.
Emphatically. Is that the new one? It's not going to be fully erect anymore? I guess it's too early to be fully erect.
I don't know
Started.
what you're referring to. That's not my catchphrase.
Oh, that's not the button. There we go. I got it. Okay. So, we just finished up with the gym.
We just
Jamboree.
literally did it too.
Yeah. I think we healed and then just ended it. Yeah.
To recap,
So-
last episode you lost one of the best
lost?
Pokemon in the game to a Dwebble.
I did. We lost
It's embarrassing.
Black Ops, but it's okay. Look at this team. Look at this team. We have Nathan. Look at that. Look.
It upsets me that one of our guys is named Nathan.
Well, it wasn't my choice. You said that we should name it Nathan, and I named
I
it.
don't recall that at all.
You did, and then I named it Nathan because it's a horse, zebra.
Okay, I don't think you and I played together on the last one. I wouldn't have allowed such shitty puns.
I was definitely doing it while you were reading chat. So.
It might have happened.
Well, Lil Chubbs is close to evolving. He's getting there, but we got pretty much a whole fully evolved team. Besides, well, actually, it's
Crocodile.
just half of them. We're getting there, but
Quickly
We're gonna
pulls
put
back
the-
from such a statement.
well, I realized that maybe I was wrong.
There's Pokemon the new MCC playlist. Yes, that would be correct. They took out Team SWAT and they replaced it with a game that has better hit detection.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, something like that. There's nothing in here.
Isn't this where we fly?
No, there's nothing in here.
Well, how do
So
you-
actually, if you go back in there real quick,
okay.
so
Come on.
go talk to the person on the left. It's a cool little it's not really an Easter egg. Talk to that dude at the bottom.
Okay, his dream was to become a pilot and fly far away, far away. I still have that dream in my heart.
Okay,
Wow.
maybe talk to
Wow.
one of these guys. They're gonna
One of
ask
these
you if you've seen a certain Pokemon.
Well, he knows a lot about planes and can maintain them because he knows a lot about Pokemon. He can be strong. What about her? Lovely sweetheart. Check feelings between two people. Sweetheart. Okay. Sweethearts. What about
One of these people does.
you? Look at the Sky City. Try to take this as a keepsake. Oh, she's giving me stuff. Sharpie.
Sharpie. That would have worked.
That would've
for
been great.
Archeops, but you killed him way before that.
Well, you know, gotta do what's you gotta do. Okay. Fly. Pokemon Center. Destinations. Nothing about Pokemon. What about you? It's like Pokemon. Yeah, this is all interesting.
So, for some reason in Pokemon Black, if you talk to the guy at the bottom left, he'll ask you if you've seen a what's the electric bug?
Oh,
Whatever it is, right?
Joltik?
Yeah, Joltik. He'll ask you if you've seen that, and then if you're and it'll automatically read your Pokedex, and he'll say, "Wow, you've seen it." And then, but if you haven't and you actually cheated to get through, if you cheated to get past that without ever entering that cave, he'll say it's very suspicious or something along those lines. He'll call you out for pretty much cheating.
He's like, how the fuck did you not see one?
Mhm.
Wait, this isn't Halo Wars 2? I know, Mike. Isn't it crazy? How do I?
What are you doing? You know where to go.
Don't
Come
you
on.
have to fly?
No.
to
Why
get-
well, first off, why don't you use your map?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Listen.
Do you know where you're
I
going?
thought you had to.
I
I
know
thought
where
you
we're
had to
going.
fly to get to the
No.
snowy place.
I don't even think you have fly.
Well, I know, but I thought you had to take the plane to fly you to the snowy place because you can't
No.
get through the snow.
No.
Okay, well. Oh, do I have to go through this shit?
So do you remember who's going to be at the end of a cave waiting for you, I think?
Oh boy.
It's a new faction, Judas.
I don't know.
Mike, how'd your team do this weekend? I haven't checked.
I think he had the second highest score in the league, or
Did he?
maybe it was third highest. He was like a point behind me.
I was reluctant to check.
You won your matchup.
Yeah, I won. But in my other league, Doug Baldwin cost me a nice game.
Oh,
I
same.
lost by
Don't worry.
12 points, and he fucking flattered me with a 0. I fucking told you before the season began I was worried about it, and I, for some reason, just trusted you.
Yeah. Well, I drafted him in my other league, so he put up a fat 0 for me too. This is our mom. Look at her. She did her hair and everything for this call, and then her eyes blink by themselves, and that's it. Nothing else moves. Okay. Yeah. It's all thanks to your Pokemon. Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Just an update real quick on Doug Baldwin. I just got a pop-up notification. He will miss at least a couple weeks.
Okay. Well,
So Seahawks are going to start a nice 0-1. Who do we play next week?
we play Chicago on Monday night.
Chicago looks decent.
Yeah.
So
It should be a good game, but I think we're fine.
Yikes. Well, speaking of yikes, Watchhog. Mike, interesting question. Are wars fought with guns and planes and tanks in the Pokemon universe, or with Pokemon? Wars are fought with Pokemon, I believe.
Yeah. It's canon.
Yeah.
Wars are fought with Pokemon.
Well, there
Because
was
Lieutenant Surge fought in the
He-
Pokemon War.
Yep. Fought in the Great Pokemon War. I played Magikarp, so his misfortune gave me an easy win. He is not doing so hot mentally. He's having mental breakdowns inside of chat nearly every single day. What was his latest one? Falcons are going to start 0-4. Something
Yeah,
along those
it
lines.
was something to do with the Falcons being bad or ESPN screwing him. It's one of the two.
He's got PTSD for sure.
Yeah.
What's up, Blood? Brassy and I are happy that you have joined us again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's safe to say now I won the trade with Cameron for OBJ and Baldwin/Ingram. I have Ingram I drafted him late in one of my other leagues, and I really think he's going to take a nice, I don't want to say share out of Kamara because those two equally lived and did very well last year, but I think that Ingram is going to become like an RB2 almost instantly. That's my hope.
Probably.
If not, then I fucking missed that draft.
Because Kamara went off, so... Also, we just got X Scissors. Anyone learn that? Smart team? Probably not. That's a great move. I don't think we have any bug types. Yeah, no, we can learn it. Damn, it's a fun move. I would take a tank over a lightning squirrel. I mean,
Well, the lightning
have you
squirrel-
seen Pikachu?
The lightning squirrel can certainly fuck up a tank.
Nick, I really don't know how to get to Twist. Unless this is how you get to Twist Mountain, I don't know where I'm going.
Keep going.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put on a repel because fuck this shit.
But let me tell you that my biggest takeaway from this week:
Mm-hmm.
the Lions are the worst team that the NFL has ever seen, ever. Stafford is the most overpaid QB in the history of QBs. He's atrocious. Go right up there, and you're gonna see a nice dude waiting for you.
Oh, the edge guy. Since we both hold
Wakes up
it
Alice.
now, let's see which of us is stronger. It's so edgy. All right. Good old Cherry Sharon. Yeah, Lions are terrible.
That was the
Bills
most
are worse, I
embarrassing
think.
thing. I respect the Bills more than I respect the Lions. The
Oh,
Jets
okay.
went in there and walloped them.
Okay, but the Ravens won 47 to like 3 or whatever. So
For some reason, it just looked worse to watch the Lions. Here's the thing: Peterman only threw 1 pick, and then they benched him. Stafford threw like 4 picks. Then they put the backup in, and then he threw a pick. I mean,
well,
and guess what? Stafford's the one being paid like $100 million.
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing that Stafford played like shit. I'm just saying like the Bills were as a team way worse.
But the Bills don't have a franchise. I'm putting big air quotes up here. A franchise quarterback. So everyone expected them to be shit. You know what I mean? Expectations were as low as they get. For the Lions, you put them in the middle of the pack like always. They'll go 7-9, 8-8, somewhere in there. But they went out there and they got booed by their own fans.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but I guess
they're sick of the same thing every year, you know.
Yeah.
They don't make any big splashes in free agency. They don't really get anything. So
Well, they got Reggie Bush that one year. That was a big old splash.
big splash.
They got him a year after his prime had completely ended.
if we want to call it a prime, you know.
Bush had a good career.
He did okay for a few years, but
He did well with
never
the
really
Saints,
lived
and then he
up
had
to
a
anything.
good season with the Dolphins, or vice versa. I don't remember. I think he went to the Dolphins after.
Yeah, well, either way, Bloodzilla bringing up the whole Black Ops being dead thing, and like, okay, I get it. But
Oh, that's gonna stay with you until
not important.
it's not. Wow. Okay.
We have M Demon here to carry. We don't need a bird that can't learn fly.
What do you mean it couldn't learn fly? It can't learn fly because it's fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh shit. What do we have against this? We have an electric type. What is it going to use? It's probably going to use Razor Shell. Yeah, we don't have anything that resists water. Well, it's 35.
Nathan should be fine. He could probably take a hit and then he should outspeed it with a nice thunderbolt or something.
As long as it doesn't get a crit, I think we're fine. Okay, how much is this going to do?
Yeah. So just heal and we're good. Mike says, Black Ops death is nothing compared to the tragedy of little Chubbs.
I would agree.
Well, because the difference would be that you brought little Chubbs the entire way and killed him at like the last second.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fucking Christ. Oh,
no, blood. Chubbs died. So, Doots did a playthrough, Nuzlocke on Pokemon Fire. Was it Fire?
It was just normal red.
Or just Red. And he had a Pokemon named Chubbs, which was a Snorlax?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Snorlax, and died at... I think it was after... Was it after the last gym and before the Elite Four? Where was it in that range? I know it was the very last parts of it. Do you remember?
It was against the champion.
Oh, okay, so it was at literally the last part in that game aside from Mewtwo. And he wiped him. Fucking ripped.
And just on cue, I lose another fucking team member, so that's pretty cool.
Oh
Super
my
glad that
god,
happened.
we just lost. Who did we lose?
Nathan.
Great. I look away at the comments for 1 second. And he's killed
I don't know how it did that much damage. It didn't do anywhere close to that the first time. I
He
should
was
have had at
saving
least
his
health
energy.
left.
He was saving his
Like,
best
what
for
the
last.
hell? I didn't think the damage range was that high on Water Pulse. It's fine, whatever. Okay. Chubbs is fine against this. Now Blood's all caught up. Blood, those streams are still on YouTube. If you get bored and need Pokemon content at some point. There was one that I did with Ian, the tech agent, and he straight up like the audio wasn't working, and so I ended it pretty quickly after that. For fuck's sake! I think we're fine here. I mean, this guy I'm not worried about. I mean, Torment's annoying, but it's fine. I just gotta figure out who we're getting instead of Nathan now.
Well, this new cave might have... This cave might have Cryogonal. It might.
It definitely has it. I just don't know if it's in this cave or not.
Which would be a nice addition. That would be a special tank, even though we've already got a special tank. But that one's psychic, so... Actually, I don't even know if it's a special tank. What was Mana's stat? Is it lean defense? Because we've got a physical defender with...
I think it's physical.
Cryogonal's physical?
I think it's a physical tank.
Okay.
We could definitely use a tank, something that could just eat a hit.
Blood says that you would get creamed if you were playing Soul Silver.
Oh, Crystal game. Oh, he's probably talking about my finale. Yeah, I'm well aware. I would have prepared for that much differently had it been the remakes. Okay, Sharon, you want to be stronger. I see you, buddy. How are you going to get through the cave? All your Pokemon are dead, idiot. Okay. What are we at here? Well, we got a barrier dead, but...
We gotta go through that cave. There's no stopping. We can't go back through that mess that we just went through.
Yeah, we can. I have a repel on. It'll be way quicker. Watch this. I have a bike, too. Wait, that's not the button. Where is it? There we go. What? Okay, well, we can go up this thing. This isn't a bike thing? Okay, well, here's what I think about that. Pokemon Black. Do it. Okay. I'm just gonna run through your grass. Because you don't let me go on my bike. What? I have a repel on. Oh, because Zebstrika died. That's why. That's why I found a Pokemon. Can Chubs run away? No. Charon tries too hard to be edgy. Why? Because he's just the Edgelord Supreme Sandwich. Obviously.
It's just, it's every teenager trying to find their place in the world. And they realize there's no place for them in the world. And then they become super edgy.
Then they go on the internet and trash talk everyone.
Internet porn. Yeah.
How's that montage of Halo 3 garbage going?
I honestly am so upset with the MCC that I don't even want to play it. Just the I don't want to go on a rant, but just the inconsistencies, it just tears me apart. And because instantly you can tell as soon as you start the game, you throw a nade. If it's half a second delayed, I mean, the entire game's going to be miserable.
Yeah, I can fully agree with that. It's been happening a lot to me too.
And I tried to, won't mention names, but I tried to reach out to a certain person, say, hey, this ain't looking good. And it was like, oh my god, Halo 3 plays like Halo 3, who would have thought? Made a joke of it, and then I was like, okay, alright, I see where this is going. It's, if I could sum up the MCC's newest update, it is just a reset of ranks, and that is skinned over. You can't dress a pig and call it something that it's not. It's a pig. And that's the same thing with the MCC. So, unfortunately, as soon as have you seen anything for COD Blackout mode and COD Black Ops 3, just in general?
For like the, it's like the Battle Royale mode or whatever?
Yeah, so it's just one game type in it, and obviously it still has this normal COD multiplayer, but Blackout mode, everything that I've seen, everything that I've heard, it's an incredible experience. And I cannot wait to get my hands on it this weekend for the beta. I'm pretty sure I'm going to swap to Halo Wars 2 content and Blackout, or well, not Blackout because there's obviously more to it, but Black Ops 4 content because I can't be bothered with the MCC, especially if they're not going to mention anything about it. But if you've seen anything for it, I'd like to hear your opinion on that.
For what? MCC or for
just Black Ops 4 or Blackout mode?
Well, really quick.
Do you play COD?
Let me really quick bury the dead here, okay? Because we have a teammate.
You get the music.
Carried us to the gym, Nathan. I have the music ready. So Nathan, I'm gonna press the D key. I mean the A button on the Nintendo DS to press release. And I'm gonna do a little. I'm not gonna do it super loud like last time. I think. I don't know. Is it loud enough, crowd? I can go like this. Then it makes it really loud.
It's like a new version of it because I've got like I've got non-copyright music playing in the background, so it's like electronic send off here.
Oh, well, goodbye, Nathan. You served us well in a gym.
Getting the coolest send out we've ever had.
The coolest. Hopefully I don't have to bring that music up anytime soon. Okay, so now here's what we got. We got
yeah, Mike, I wonder who that guy could be.
what are we gonna do here?
Don't do
We
any
could
of them.
get-
No, just we'll get one in the cave.
Well,
No.
we definitely want
No,
a full team, no
no.
matter where we're going.
No, that's untrue.
That is
Litwick would
100%
actually be.
true.
Oh, I say we get rid of Embor. Fuck Chubbs. Get rid of little Chubbs. Just fucking
No.
banish him and we'll put Litwick in there.
No. I refuse.
I have on my other team. I took out my Embor and put in a Chandelure. Fucking goat.
Chandelure's good, but like it's slow as shit, and it's not as tanky.
Look at this guy.
Look at him.
Just fucking get out of here. Go to the cave. Get the first thing that pops up. And we'll be good.
I'm just gonna.
Cause
Alright. This everyone note it. If we wipe, it's Nick's decision. So
Nick's
he's
about
just
to
trying
be
to find
burned at the
ways to
stake
not
for
play
such
this
heresy.
ever again with me.
Which heresy? The me telling dudes trying to sabotage him and our LP, or the Halo heresy? I didn't betray Halo. Let's make that perfectly clear. I've put 4,000 games into the broken MCC, so I feel like I have the right to express my opinion based on the experiences that I have had, considering I put 4,000 games in.
Yeah, I feel it, man.
So-
I mean, I haven't put in 4,000 games, but like I've been playing it a ton over the last like 6 months, and it's just been actually probably more than that. It's been about a year of me playing it a lot, and it's been pretty brutal.
Yeah, and they have yet to address it publicly, so it might be one of those things where they just try to push it under the rug and move. I don't know. I don't have any insider information, so just speculation. But back to the original. Have you seen anything on Blackout mode, or just Blocks 4 in general?
I haven't seen a lot, but I haven't been a huge Black Ops or like Call of Duty guy since Black Ops 2, and that was my sophomore year of high school when I was really into that. So I haven't really been on the scene for Call of Duty for a bit. It's mostly just because every time I see the next game that comes out, I just am super underwhelmed with it. So I don't bother getting them. But if they make a good one that I'm like thoroughly interested in, I'll get it. I mean, that's what happened with Black Ops 2 was like, I played MW3, I played MW2, I played MW3, I played Black Ops 1, and then Black Ops 2 came out, and I'm like, I didn't plan on getting it, but I saw it, I saw some gameplay, I played it at a friend's house, and I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. I actually kind of like this, and I played it a lot.
So would you say it's one of those things that you'll pick up, if interested, a couple weeks after the game comes out?
Yeah, pretty much. Because right now I'm looking at like Fallout 76 coming out in November.
it's
I'm
gonna be a
really
good
interested
one.
with that. Yeah. I'm interested in... I feel like there's another game I'm forgetting that's coming out soon.
Isn't that
I forgot to heal or whatever.
the game that starts with an A coming out? It's a big... I don't know if it's an MMO. No, it's not an MMO. I meant RPG. Anthem? I just read that Anthem's about to get a full multiplayer demo released relatively soon.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm curious about that game. It's just really hard to trust that company right now. I'm like really sketchy about it, but it's a game that I'm super interested in. So,
Well, if they give you a full multiplayer demo, then I mean that'll be your determining factor.
yeah. Mike keeps talking. I'm not looking. Oh, MCC is a mess. Takes a respectable amount of time to find a match now, but that's about all that was complicated. Yeah, it's that's kind of the one thing that they were able to figure out was match search time. But I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
I know what you're gonna say. For you, it's been complete garbage.
Gotta disagree with that.
It's been fine for me, but
What
it's
do
been
you search?
spotty.
What do you search?
Well, I search. Let's see. When I'm playing by myself, usually just Social Slayer, but I do H2A playlist, I do the H3 playlist, and I do a little bit of Big Team, which Big Team takes the longest.
Just yeah, I don't know if it's a hit detection problem. Then and they call it a network issue instead of a physical game issue. Then I think network issues may also have something to do with long search times, or differences in search times rather than the population. Because I mean, I woke up for work at 4 or 5:45 ish, something like that. Turned on my Xbox, just turned on or just searched in a game. Was trying to get an H3 game before I left for work at 7.
Yeah.
And didn't get a game for an hour or so. And was like, wow.
Wow.
I mean, and I searched H3 MLG, which who knows
Well,
what the
that's not a
populations
super
is like.
popular.
Again, yeah. Who knows what the playlist is like? But again, it's still. I mean, what's the playlist doing there if no one's playing it at all given times of the day? Just take it out. If that is the thing,
I guess
think
you don't want to take out the H3 MLG playlist. Like I'm sure people play it, but I don't know how much they're playing it at sweaty Halo at 7 in the morning or
so.
whatever.
What you're saying is there's not 7 other people searching in a playlist at any given time of the day. That's troublesome. That's bothersome.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also again like that playlist. I don't get my buddies together when I wake up bright and early in the morning and say, "Hey, let's play H3
But
MLG."
There has to be 7 other people like me. Because think about Britain. It's midday for them.
Sure.
And they eliminated the restriction of region searching because not enough people played in like Southeast Asia and places like that. So everyone
Right.
plays together. So I should be able to find 7 other people throughout the world who are playing in that
That's a good
playlist.
point.
So my presumption would be either networking is still bad or there's just not people searching in the game. Which, based on the Insider, where they had like 50,000 people or whatever it was sign up for it, it's hard to believe that population's an issue, if we're being frank.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that population overall is not an issue. I think that there's kind of a lot of playlists right now.
And they still do it, even though the
Yeah.
feedback was given to them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hoping that something happens soon with it, but it's the way that it's been, dealt with by 343. I mean, we have like no information, no nothing. Like it's hard to stay like really optimistic about it.
Yeah, I pretty much. I'm gonna get my lasso achievements, and I think I'll uninstall the game and free up 80 gigs of space because when I was playing, I don't know if you might have caught a little bit of last night, I think, but during the H3 stream, I was just miserable.
Oh yeah,
I was a miserable person.
I remember. I was watching it, and yeah, that was brutal. I could feel the anxiety of like, I want to love Halo, but also it's driving me up the wall.
Yeah. Oof. It was tough. Anthem comes out in March, is what Mike says, and also he says if they revert it back to Black Ops 1/2, he'd be interested. But he doesn't want to play a bad version of Overwatch. That's fair. I think it's a little. How should I put this? I think the gameplay plays similarly to an original COD, but it also has features such as sliding and what's the other one? I don't think there's wall running or anything like that. I think it's just like sliding is a thing now. So instead of dolphin diving in Black Ops 1, I don't know if it was there in Black Ops 2, you just slide now. But I could be mistaken on that.
Definitely there in Black Ops 2 because I
Was
did that
dolphin
all the
diving in
time.
Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just would derp around the map with that.
Then they must have got rid of it in Black Ops 3, which is where they got the slide. So, what's up, Matt? Is that Matt
The doctor
Lexi?
student.
That's funny.
So we're
That's
blessed
an
with
epic emote.
the presence of a girder here, so we get another fighting type. Which is not what we wanted ever.
Yeah, it's time to get rid of little chubs. Actually, we can't even do anything with Girder. We have to trade him.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, Kirky Dirk, this is Sammy Kirky Dirky.
What's up, Sam?
Oh, hi, Mark. That's the room. That's the reference.
Oh,
Does this one does? I think this one does damage. What does it do? It does. Okay. Perfect. I was worried that it was gonna just completely smack it. We're good. I almost want to pick up Modern Warfare 2 because it's backwards compatible now.
It's I was playing it. It's you know how when Reach became backward compatible and I had the frame rate issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, Modern Warfare 2 does not have that issue, so it's.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I just wanted to get your hopes a little bit low and then bring you the positive.
Well, because a lot of people have been saying that it plays just like it did back on the 360.
Yeah,
so
and it's
okay.
still the same shitty fucking players, noob tubing and one man arming, and they're all there.
Running around with the pistol and commando and you have the knife.
Yep.
Oh god, it's the worst. Okay, what are we naming Girder here?
Fucking garbage. Fucking transfer bait. Fucking recycle them. Fucking Girder.
Pokemon Go player here.
Just fucking name him something so we can transfer his ass. Herbert. Herbert. Oh, Better Call Saul was on last night. I gotta watch that episode tonight.
Remind yourself. Put it in your calendar.
As soon as we're done with this, I have a date with GTA 5 campaign and fucking Better Call Saul.
There you go.
I was trying to think of a good single player game so I could put myself into it and just immerse.
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't gotten. I mean, I beat GTA 5, but I never got all the achievements. I missed like some side missions and all that. So I was like, I'm gonna go back and do that. Restarted the game.
Yeah. After I rage quit off of Halo last night because I was playing with Mike and we just had.
I saw the leftover comments and the looking for.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I don't even want to talk about it, but after we were done with that, my mind went to, man, I need another game to lean on that's not because I play Madden with him and my brother, but when I don't have a matchup to play in that, I don't have anything else that I
do. You guys do
play.
a season thing?
Yeah, we do an
Mm-hmm.
online franchise. So.
And do you play with computers to fill the other spots, or do you have
Yeah. So we do that, and when I don't have something to play for that, it's usually I'm just playing Halo. So I have Watch Dogs. I could do some of that.
I never played Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs 2 has this really fun multiplayer mode. You go into
Is it active?
people's. Yeah, it's active enough to be able to play it. And because Ian and I did it a month ago, we were laughing our asses off because there's this mode where you go into their game, someone else's game, and you can start this hacking sequence, and they have to try to find you, and you just on their screen you look like everyone else, but they have to try to find you in this area that you started the hack in, and it's so hilarious, just sitting behind a tree somewhere or whatever, and just watching them go ballistic, they're killing everyone, blowing up the road, flinging cars around. They're like, where is this guy? It was amazing. So might play some of that, but yeah,
It sounds like fun.
and I still need to beat some campaigns on Legendary in Halo. So if nothing else, I can just not play as much multiplayer and get some more achievements in that.
Yeah, I just need a break from the old Halo. I'm about to start Halo 2 Lasso, though, at some point. That's the last Lasso I have, and I just want to be done with it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But if you're streaming it, then I'll definitely be tuning in because, man, that's you just losing your shit at Halo 2 Lasso is gonna be the best.
Well, it's RNG. It's one of those things where you just try it 50 times and you finally get that checkpoint. You do it another 50 times, you get that checkpoint. And then there's some times where you just fucking roll right through it. And for instance, Preston and I, when we did, I don't know if I told this story, but we were doing Halo 1 and we were doing the library. And it was Lasso. And you remember at the very end, right before the last door opens up and you have to go across the bridge?
Yes.
Okay, so the door's not open yet, and you have that wave coming behind you, and then eventually the door opens up and you have the wave coming in, so you're getting pinched from two sides. Preston and I spent about 4-ish hours getting to that point, right? So we got to that point, and we put ourselves in the corner opposite. So if you go past the door on the left-hand side and you just keep going, there's a wall, and there's like a little spot to hide, and then the waves flood in from both sides and they push you. And we sat there for at least 2 more hours trying to defend that spot and clear out the wave so we could finally push through. Spent 6 hours, had no success. And we were like, fuck it, we have to restart the mission. We are trapped in this checkpoint, we can't do it with the weapons that we have. We restart the mission, beat it in an hour.
What?
It was I can't make it up. Preston and I were like, we got a bad checkpoint. We know what to do differently this time. We kind of figured out the rest of the map. We roll through Lasso in pretty much a time that you would just normally play the game on Legendary. Like it was just like an hour 15 something right there. And it's one of those things where Lasso is just a cruel fucker. Like sometimes it works and sometimes you just get fucking boned for 6 hours.
Yeah, did you watch the Achievement Hunter guys play Halo 3 Lasso?
Oh my god, that was so much fucking fun.
I was loving it. I was so happy.
I kind of hope they do a whole Halo 3 one. Halo 3, I think, is the easiest of it, so I think that would be the most enjoyable for them.
Yeah.
Or most realistic, I think, because enjoyable with lassos. I don't know if those words literally go together, but
yeah, I wouldn't put this together ever, but
yeah.
You know, they finished the first level, so.
I think, what was it? Someone had like 100+ deaths?
I don't know. Nobody had over 100, but there were.
Were they getting close to it?
It was definitely were creeping up.
I'll look up the video. I don't remember. It was probably Jack who had the most deaths, or Jack, or probably Gavin.
I think Jack was in like the mid 80s for deaths. I think Gavin ended up having the least amount at the end.
I think Michael had the least amount, but I also think he didn't have any.
Michael
kills.
was dying over and over again at that last part.
Let's see.
He was just getting demolished. Oh, Bloodzilla is back. He's returned.
I also love their Let's Roll stuff that they've been recently doing. It is incredible. It's a nice change of
I like
pace.
that they put that out and they really made sure to like do enough editing to keep it entertaining.
Yeah.
It's hard to do board games for, like entertainment, but
it's hard to go sit and do a board game just in general.
Right.
Let alone watch people play a board game.
Having them do enough editing, and also like having the face cams and having they're like trying to give personality to whoever their character is in the game or whatever. Like they did a good job with it. So
I'm excited for what they did with that. They also did hardcore tabletop with putting 20 grand on the line from Monopoly.
Right.
Which the opening episode looked incredible, and I eventually will just buy a subscription to them so I can watch the rest of it. But I'm waiting until it all comes out.
Right.
Before I do that, so I can binge
I'm thinking
it.
about doing the same thing because that first episode was pretty great.
Yeah, I'm going to give it another month or two, and once I've put everything out, then I'm just going to binge the hell out of that. One feature that I love about this game is that the seasons change.
Yes.
And the seasons that change bring in new areas of the map. For instance, like this map right here, if it's wintertime, the entire place is covered in snow, and it leads you to different parts of the tunnel that you couldn't access normally, which I think is awesome idea.
Yeah, I love what they did with the seasons in this because no other game in the series did that.
Yeah.
Like they had a day and night cycle and they had weather, but they didn't have like seasonal, So I really like that. And I love that like there's a whole city too that like changes with the seasons,
And there's a whole Pokemon that does it, and it actually it's Deerling. What's I think it's called. Hold on. What's its evolution's name? Because there's a really cool thing about its evolution's name.
What is the evolution's name? Deerling evolves into. It's like a.
I got it right here. Unless you want to give it a guess.
It's. My brain goes to Stantler because I'm a Gen 2 guy, but it's not Stantler. It's Something with an S. That's all I know.
Sawsbuck.
That's
So
what it was.
the SAWS, summer, autumn, winter, spring buck, which is really cool because there's 4 different versions of it, all being different based on the season. So it's a really cool
That is cool.
thing. And it's actually decent. It ain't great, but it's decent.
Girder's not really good later in the game. Maybe only against the Dark type Elite Four, but that's it. Well, we already have Chubbs for that. What was cool was that they changed each month. Yeah.
Yep.
Platinum had a season sort of. Nah, not really. Platinum just had like a
I think it was like
dimension world.
I think Platinum probably just had.
It had weather, but it didn't have seasons.
Yeah. I think the game should. I think it would be really cool, like in Pokemon Go, if it starts raining out, it rains on the game, or if it's sunny out, it's super sunny. I think that would be pretty fucking cool if you just turn on your Wi-Fi or whatever, and like like a storm comes through and your game starts raining.
Though.
I don't know if it does.
It does rain. It does snow. And
But
it
no,
does...
I'm saying, but in real life, like it interacts with the weather system in real life, and changes the actual game that you're playing, as opposed to it just turning stormy.
I'm not completely following you.
So in Pokemon,
I feel like
in Pokemon Go, if you're playing,
yes,
the weather, if it starts raining in real life, it rains on the game. It
Right.
rains inside the game. So same thing if that would be the case in a Switch version of Pokemon, whatever the next let's go Pokemon Eevee or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be cool if it interacted in a similar fashion. Because it just randomly rains. I don't think it actually has anything to do with the weather system.
Yeah. Well, it has to do with in Pokemon Go. It's based off of basically like the local
Just local
weather channels or whatever. But yeah, that would be cool. I see what you're saying now. That would be pretty cool if they kind of improved it.
Make
that
it more
way.
immersive, I think.
Yeah.
Platinum was in the winter the whole time, I think. That's what Blood says. Platinum is not on my... I haven't played Platinum yet. It's on my to-do
A lot
list.
of that game is snowy, but it's not like... I mean, it's not all of it. It's just like, there's a good chunk. Sorry, I'm Mudshot. There we go. There was a good chunk of that. That's actually my favorite part of that whole Gen 4 is the snowy going through part of Mount Coronet, going through the snow route, and then doing all of that there, and then going to the top of the Mount Coronet, and it's all snowy there. Like I love all that snowy stuff they did there.
Let's see. Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee is a Gen 1 remake, right?
Yes.
So, at some point, I mean, I'm excited for it, but at some point they gotta stop remaking games multiple times, right?
Right.
Because that would be the third Gen 1 game, or iteration of it. Would you want to see them remake every gen for Nintendo Switch?
No. I don't want them to keep remaking singular gens over and over. If they're going to do anything, it needs to be multiple gens in the same game. Doesn't necessarily have to be all of them, even though that's what a lot of people want.
I think I would enjoy that.
Like, I would love to have all of them in one game, but I know that it's, like, super hard for them to do. But...
what if they just scaled the level up system? Or maybe not scaled it, because that would still be weird to be like a level 4 and beating Gen 1. But what if they just increase it specifically for this game? So there's, 8 gens? So what if there was a level 100 might be a little steep on that. But say you normally get to 75, we'll say, for by the time you beat the game, any particular game. 75 would you say is fair?
Define, like, being the Elite Four? Because I definitely am never at 75 by the time I beat the Elite Four.
Okay, so when you've completed the entire game, what level would you say your normal Pokemon's at? 70? 65?
In the 60s.
Okay,
I'd
so
say.
we'll say 65. How many gens have there been? 7?
Yeah.
So it's like 450. So if you scaled like a level system, maybe 0 to 500 or something, through 7 gens, I think you could do, or maybe there's a point where you reset for each gen. I don't know, but I think it would be really cool too. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, like, if you had it to where, because my idea for it is, you have all these regions, you don't have to play through it necessarily in like order of the gens, but what you have to do is you have to have like your team for each gen, and then once you've played you have all these different teams. Once you get like all the gym badges or whatever for all the gens, then there's like something after that. Like there's
Would there be multiple Elite Fours that you have to go through? So say you beat Gem 1, going through the Elite Four, do you go Gem 1, you beat the last gym, and then you move on to Gen 2?
So that's what I'm saying is like you could start in whatever gen you want to start in, and then go to whatever gen you want to after that. And just you have to use a different team. Like you can't take your team from Johto and go to Unova and just plow through everything like that. Like you make a team in each one, and then once you've done all of those gyms, then there's like this like, this like super meta game of like, okay, well now there's like a whole branching other game that you can use. You mix and match these teams that you've put together from all these regions to get through these challenges or whatever, like something cool like that. That's kind of
that would be pretty dope. And maybe like at the end it's just like the ultimate Elite Four.
Yeah.
Like who was the best of the best from each of them?
Yeah, because you'd have.
Who would be the best of the best? Cynthia.
That's a good question.
Lance.
I mean, Cynthia's the easy choice, but
Cynthia, Lance, I think. I would put Alder. Cynthia, Lance, Alder.
Blue would have to be up there too.
And then,
he was technically champion.
Yeah, maybe Red's your final boss or something.
Yeah.
Just straight level 100. Like he's got to be just like disgusting.
That'd be pretty crazy. All level 100s. It would be interesting. I don't know how, again, like, this idea sounds great on paper or whatever, but like feasibly how they'd make a game like that. Like, sure, you can make a huge game like Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey or whatever, but like putting that many 7 regions of Pokemon and having all that content in there and trying to, connect it all, like, I know that's not easy.
Speaking on MCC.
I mean,
they failed epically on that.
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, then all bets are off.
Pewter City, and it would be like, oh, Pewter City, everything up to Pewter City plays okay, but oh man, the whole rest of the game is having issues.
Yeah,
but,
we haven't figured that part out yet.
But at least this one part of it works okay.
We're sorry it's taking a long time for you to connect to gyms, but you can't connect to this trainer for some reason. There was a network error. You have to just circle around him for a bit. He'll eventually you'll connect to him. Don't worry.
Oh, you know what they could do? I was just reading what Bloodzilla was saying. He said have a true final battle with Red where he has an all legendary team. I like the idea of having Red be like the final boss, but then you beat him and they're like, actually, boom, like
here comes Professor Oak.
Yeah, Professor
Oak. Laying down the wood.
And he just has like all the legendaries he needs, and it's like
I was always hoping that Oak was evil.
Really?
Like I want there to be some sort of story where he was like he works with Giovanni of that gen, and he's like, I'm gonna gather Pokemon information for you, but I'm gonna have these kids do it because they're kids and they're idiots. Like I always wanted there to be a twist in the Pokemon game like that.
Yeah,
everyone
have that
loves
kind of irony where we as the audience can see what's happening, from cutscenes or whatever, but like our character doesn't know. So then we're doing all these things for Oak, and that'd be cool.
You kind of get those subtle hints.
I just want a Pokemon game that has like branching paths. I want something where it's not like every ending's the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like be able to make not. It doesn't have to be like Pokemon become human or whatever. Like it's just like have it to where my choices actually matter to some degree. You know. Did I ask you what your favorite legendary was? I think we had the conversation in the last.
Mine would be Kirim.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because then I mentioned Rayquaza, and he was like, "Oh, Rayquaza fanboy."
What do people not like about Rayquaza or Giratina? I mean, those are fucking cool. Who cares?
I think it's just because there's a lot of people that like them, so they're like, "Oh, the popular thing."
Yeah, we went on this rant because
popular-
then we went and we were like, the Gen 1ers are the worst people ever because they'll just say Mew
Yes.
and Mewtwo. We already went on this rant. I remember this one.
Yes, we did. Yep.
I remember fucking saying that Gen 1ers are the worst people in the world, and they are the people who noob tube and shit in Modern Warfare. This rant is coming back to me. Have you guys played Glazed or Ultra Moon? What the hell is Glazed?
I don't know if I've heard of Glazed.
I've played Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. Playing Ultra Sun was a phenomenal experience. That's probably an auto correct or something.
Yeah, they did they did Pokemon Crystal, but it was like a ROM hack of it that was like, it was really cool. They did a lot of new like features and stuff. I just watched a video on it the other day. It's Pokemon Crystal Clear.
Pokemon Crystal Clear.
Yeah, it's a cool little ROM hack of Pokemon Crystal. It's they did a lot of cool stuff with it. My mind's blanking on what actually they did with it because I was super tired when I watched it. But I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, he says that Glaze is a hacked ROM of Emerald.
Well, I know about Altered Emerald. I don't know about Glazed. I haven't heard of that one.
Is it one of those games that's gonna get shut down? Wasn't there a Pokemon game that a fan made a Pokemon game?
Yes.
And Pokemon.
So Pokemon Uranium, they made
That's
this
what-
like fan group made for like 5 years, and they finally put it out, and it was only able to stay up for a handful of days, and then everyone got their downloads for it or whatever. But
that
then
sounds familiar.
Nintendo took it down. We actually, Ian and I did probably 20 episodes of it way back in the day. I mean, this is when we were first really starting to record stuff for his channel. We did it like 20 episodes of it, but he never put any of it out. And the reason he hasn't now is because he doesn't know where any of the audio for it is. So like, okay, well.
That's unfortunate.
So we might just redo it at some point.
You guys could just go back, rewatch it, and then just add commentary.
He mentioned that, but I really don't like commentating over.
Well, you could
things
make it
I've
an
already
ironic
done.
thing, though. Like, you could talk about way back then and just make it super fucking confusing for people. Like, just put yourself back in, like, 2015 and just start talking about events then.
Well, he'd have to. There were a couple of times where, because this was during like election stuff in 20.
Perfect.
Yeah, so he.
The great election.
He would
of
say things, and I'd be
2016.
like, "Ian, you gotta chill out." He would like start going on a rant, and I'm like, "Yeah."
Pokemon Liquid Crystal. What? I just had a stroke. Pokemon Liquid Crystal. You mean? Was Liquid Crystal what you were referring? I wasn't referring to Liquid
No.
Crystal. I was referring to Uranium.
Liquid Crystal's different. There's a handful of ROM hacks for Crystal, or just like fan. Like they did a Pokemon. They did one. It was because they never made a Crystal version like remake, like officially. So someone did a Crystal version remake. That might be what he's talking about. It was like the Gen 4 Crystal version, basically. But like, here's the thing: in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they included like the Suicune storyline stuff, just not as like the main storyline, because that's not what that was. But like, they included the Suicune stuff. So, oh, this is a trainer battle. I'm like, I just want to run away from this. I don't want to fight it.
I don't think we're. Let's see. I don't think we're anywhere near a gym. Are we?
Well, once we get through this cave, we would have. Let's see. We get to the Snow City, and then there's Dragon Spiral Tower.
I think we have to. No, we can't go through Dragon Spiral Tower. I think we do that later in the game.
Well, you have to go through. I think you have to do it while you're there. I think you have to do it before you take on the gym.
I'm surprised that you haven't killed any of our team while I've been yapping.
I've been yapping too. Oh yes, there we go. This is what I was waiting for.
There we go.
Little chubs.
We need to
I'll
find
do
a
the
name
music.
changer. Big Chubs too.
I'm gonna do the dun 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 dun, cause you can't hear it. It's copyright music. And then here's the cry. Oh God, how do I do that? It's very deep and like.
Something like that.
Cool. Now I don't have to have him on the screen share.
That definitely wouldn't be a voice actor for Pokemon if I were you.
What are you talking about? That's my specialty.
Voice acting.
Yeah.
The dude's
Have
special.
you not watched my Dragon Ball Z series? It is the voice acting.
I've heard your voice acting on it. It ain't great.
It works enough. Okay. Some of them are good. Some of them are like, whatever. I didn't really have anything. But some of the voices I nail. Oh, Blood asking the real questions. When will the next stream be? That's a great question.
Probably Monday, if all things go well.
If all things go well.
Sunday, Monday, somewhere there. Seahawks. No, it actually won't be Monday. Seahawks play on Monday.
It will not be Monday.
The Seahawks play Monday night. And I've got to stress over my fantasy team on Sunday all day. And Saturday I got to stress about the Hurricanes potentially losing to fucking Toledo. Let's aim for Tuesday.
Okay.
1 week from today. That is when we'll do it.
I gotta do the music again. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this guy. Look at Froggy. Oh, that's a great cry. He literally just goes. That was much better. Acid. Yeah. Wait, is that special attack? No, it's special. Wait, we're a special attacker. So that's fine. What should we get rid of? Supersonic?
Yeah.
Yes, no. Yeah.
Get rid of her. This is actually turning to be a nice rounding of the episode here, or closing, with 2 evolutions there. Our team's
Yeah.
pretty much fully evolved. Who are we missing?
We need to evolve our crocodile.
Ooh, yes. Croc.
Yeah.
You know, I
'Cause
never
then
really
I
liked
think-
Embor's evolution line. Only Tipic. I think Embor looks horrendous.
I think every fire starter from Gen 5 on. Well, no.
Yeah, you can go
Gen
further back
6
too.
I was gonna say Gen 5 on, but I kind of like the Gen 6 one because it's different.
Is that the
It's not
Fox?
just- yeah. It wasn't just like here's another firefighting type that is bulky. Like they actually did something different, so I can't shit on that one too much.
They should just make something funky like a fire psychic, or like as a starter. Actually, I think a psychic starter would be OP as fuck. Do you hear the thunder?
Psychic starter would be. Do I have what?
Do you hear the thunder in the background?
Oh, that was thunder. I thought that was like your desk or something.
No, I'm about to lose power. That's what that was. If the stream suddenly cuts off, I gotta find that clip I have where my power went out during a stream, and my computer has like a battery mode, so the computer kept going, but everything in my room turned off, and it's just me black with a blue screen, like a black room with a blue screen for like 3 seconds, and then everything boots back on. And it's just me standing there like, alright.
It's like derping in your room.
And it is just, it is the loudest fucking noise too. I gotta find that clip. Let me look on Twitch.
Okay, let me kill Sock here. Like, don't you dare say Delphox because it is really good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Delphox is fine.
Delphox sucks.
Wow, Nick with the hard hitting insults.
See what I did there?
His educated opinions and all.
Do you see how I beat my trap?
Oh, I see how you bait.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Is my live stream on during this?
I see you baiting.
The Fappening, featuring
And
Breaking
you're
the Clutch.
master. That's gonna be the new thing on the website.
Oh, man.
BTC Nasty Nick fapping on stream leaked.
Well, if that ever happens, I always thought about that. Like, what if, something, leaked photos, video, whatever got put out? I think I would just be a porn star. I think I would...
Go for it.
I think that would just have to... What other route do you take? You're like, yeah, capitalize.
Or you just like completely accept it and like start posting those same pictures just on your own pages and be like, yeah, these are mine.
And then the scandalous one will be you with just clothes on normally. The people will be like, okay.
Be like, wow, why is he not naked?
Yeah,
what
what am I looking at here? Did we lose anyone else? Yeah, we lost Zeb Striker.
Mike, you were there for that though.
Oh, was
so-
Mike there?
Yeah.
Little Chubbs turned into Big Chubbs too. He's M-Board now.
Yeah. We made some evolutions. We got the big ol' frog. Yeah. And then we go. So.
I think those are the same noises.
No.
That's fine.
Ember goes. And then M Demon goes. So. Different.
Yeah, well, here we go. Delphox carried your team in Pokemon Sun. Was he in Pokemon Sun? I thought that was.
It's Gen 6.
I thought that was
is where
X
you
and
get
Y.
Delphox. Yeah.
Yeah, Gen
I
6
considered that
Delphox.
one as something I could do instead of playing Halo all day. Because I haven't played X and Y yet.
I'm currently going through. I currently have a platinum playthrough. That's currently what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a cool guy. Are you completing the Pokédex in it before you move on?
Yeah. I'm working my way backwards. Working my
It'll
way
take you
down.
forever.
Oh, it's a grind.
Because, shit, man. There's a lot you have to do just to complete it in Gen 3. So you need, like, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD.
No. So I complete what each game has to offer.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay.
do the whole. Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
going to trade over and do a whole thing just to get one.
I was gonna say that's all called nonsense.
No. That's called they want you to buy other games, and I am
Yeah.
not falling for it.
I did because I liked the other games, but
Well, if you like the other games, then you like the other games.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing to that.
like Pokemon Coliseum and then XD Gale of Darkness
Those are
were actually
great.
really good games.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones we're considering for the next Pokemon one that Ian and I do.
Ooh.
But it's also one that I'm considering just like streaming on my own. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
He has no idea if he wants to leave Ian out of it or if he wants to include him.
Well, it's more of like it's kind of a short game. It's really not that long. We could probably play through the whole thing in like probably 3 recording sets. Well, no. So there's some grinding I'd have to do. Well, if I do grinding off screen, then
I just don't know why you grind in games. Really annoys me.
well, in Coliseum you have to. Coliseum
No,
and XD.
just
are, like,
fucking wing it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I tried to wing it when I first played it. It's impossible. That game is so brutal because every battle is a double battle, so you just get completely dicked on.
You're just not winging it hard enough.
Oh. Well, I've grown my wings since I was a boy, so
Oh.
maybe I could wing it harder.
Here we go. This guy.
This is where if I was editing this video, I'd put in like you know that Incubus song, be like with open arms and open eyes. And everything.
Copyright banned.
Yeah. But I only put in like 2 seconds of it.
I think more than Coliseum or Gale, even though those are 2 different things that came out around the same time, Pokemon Stadium is I love Pokemon Stadium.
That is a good one.
Yeah. But Coliseum's like an RPG. Not really comparable, but
Yeah, Stadium was great for like what it was, and it still holds up to a certain extent. But yeah, I mean, I liked XD and whatnot.
Platinum has a blast. Need the Gen 4 remake. Caesar is stupidly good in that gen. And Blood says that he likes Gale of Darkness. He loves it. Doesn't like it.
Oh yeah, Mike's talking about Gen 4. Yeah, Gen 4 Caesar with top tier easily. Oh god, Gen 4 was like, it was the last like true, I feel, competitive gen before things went crazy. Because Gen 5, they all of a sudden introduced all these like completely broken Pokemon that just changed. They basically took the the top tier of competitive Pokemon in Gen 4, and that became like the second tier of good Pokemon because Gen 5 just completely replaced them.
He says emphatically. You know,
at this point, it's like 3/4 Chub.
Would you say it's? Well, no, it should be fully chubbed. Get it?
If I can evolve
Chubbs,
Anvil 300%,
Chubbs
I think it would be
Chubbs was
Chub.
fully evolved though.
Well, at that point, it was fully Chub, but now it's Didental.
Okay. All right.
How did I used to repel. How did I run into? Oh, because it was a thing on the ground. I got it. Yeah, Blood Nose. Coliseum was hard as shit. Yes, Flash Can. I don't think anyone can learn it, but this is my favorite move. Well, not my favorite, but like top 4. A special attack steel type move with 80 power is godly. Nobody can learn it. That's okay. Gen 4 was my saving grace for Pokemon. Gen 4 was... I got into Gen 4 pretty much right when it came out. I don't think that's a story I haven't told. So when I was in, I think 6th grade, or no, it was before that. It was elementary school. I think 5th grade. It was 2006 when Pokemon Pearl came out. I was at the store. I was at the mall, and there's a GameStop there, and I was looking at like the DSs that just came out. There was the normal DS, and then there was the DS Lite. That was like the new thing. And I was like, oh man, I want one of these so bad because my friend had one. And that was like the one time in my life where me just wanting something, and I didn't ask for anyone to like buy it for me. I just was like looking at it, just like, oh my god, I love this so much. I can't, I hope I can get one of these someday. And then like I think what happened was that my mom and my stepdad at the time just like got their tax return or something and had the money because they were just like, okay, we'll buy it for you. I was like, what?
They saw the drool falling from your mouth and they were like, oh, I guess he wants this.
Yeah, dude. Like, for real, though. I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god.
That's
I got
awesome.
in the car and I was turning it on and I was playing it. Yeah, it was great. And I love those games because it saves the first day. It saves the date that you started your save file. So I can go back to like that exact day and be like, oh yeah, July
2004.
Yeah, 2006.
Yeah. All right. Easy killer.
Get it together.
We'll wrap it up right here when we either fight Charon or he tells us that the world is his for the taking.
Charon taking over the world. I think this is the Snow City. Yes.
All right.
We have Cedric.
Cedric's gonna talk that ish.
He's gonna say, "Air Mike." How's Crocorock? You don't care about it. It's just my first Pokemon in my party. Asshole. Pokedex is important. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? Because Nick hasn't. He thinks it doesn't exist before the end game. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be, the oldest building, the place where legendary Pokemon came to life, or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icarus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows. And that's what Nick doesn't know, because he doesn't pay attention. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. Is it just him? Oh, I thought he was impersonating his daughter for a second. How do I do that? Like, anyways. I didn't properly explain what my brain was doing there. I apologize.
He's spazzed.
A little bit. So this is usually a snowy city, but it's spring, so it's like basically a Legend of Zelda town, but that's okay. I love the music here. I know you can't hear it. It's like
I think this is a nice little place to stop.
I would
9:40
agree.
exactly. Then we finished the cave. That was honestly like an hour, like 40 minutes, 50-minute thing. So
Yeah.
that's a whole thing done, and we'll knock out the next city.
Yeah, because then everything after this goes pretty quickly. It's
Yeah.
from here. It's the gym. It's Dragon Spiral Tower. I think that goes first before the gym, and then basically Victory Road. So
We're nearly complete with the main game.
Yeah.
But there's a ton to do in the post game. Surprised we've made it this far. I was hoping that we would have wiped.
oh, you know what we should
I
do?
tried to
before we
sabotage us
end?
instantly.
I know you're always trying to sabotage because you after we lost 2 Pokemon, you were like, we're ready to wipe. It's over. Let's just
Episode
go in
1.
balls deep. So before we end it, we should figure out who we're not using.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah, Girder can. You're gonna go in your. Actually, you know what?
Let me do some research on what's in the routes ahead. Victory Road's got something for us at least. What on earth are you doing? Perfect.
There we go. This is our
Who's lost more
garbage box.
Pokemon? Dudes has, undoubtedly. And it's not because he's played more episodes. He's just worse at the game.
You knew what I was gonna say before you said it. It's like I played the whole thing.
Does
Yeah.
Brassy play more? No, we rotate.
No, I play the whole thing. Everything after the first 2 streams.
We rotate. It's I do 2 streams, he does 8,
No.
and then I do 2, and then he does 8. It'll rotate.
It'll rotate never ever again.
Eventually.
No. I say we get if we're going into an electric type gym,
Do not touch fungus.
or not an electric type, sorry, an ice type. There's some good stuff coming up, so we don't necessarily have to put anything in our party right now from these,
Yeah, we got plenty of routes ahead, and then we also have Victory Road right around the corner.
because there's good stuff in Dragon Spiral Tower, and there's a couple of Pokemon we can get before, like right before in the grass patch before it, that would also be good options. So I'm gonna wait on getting anyone in our party for now.
All right,
We don't have a ton of options.
that sounds like the play.
Sam came back just in time. Guess what, Sam? We're getting ready to end the stream.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. Dudes, thank you, or Lutz, thank you for joining me again.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Uh,
Check out Clutching the Break on TubeYube.
And check out Brassy Lutz on Pornhub. Thank you all for watching.